G'day guys, Tom here from Different Drop. Absolutely privileged today to have a very special guest with us in Alain Graillot. Alain's a hugely prominent winemaker in the Northern Rhone Valley in Crozes-Hermitage, and he's got a very exciting Australian winemaking project that he's been undertaking for the last few years, and that's Graillot, and he's here today to talk a little bit about what the label's all about. So Alain, thanks very much for coming in today, mate. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for your welcome. I'm very glad to be here in Australia. This is a traditional trip what I am doing every year now, because this Graillot Australia project, we are now presenting the fourth vintage. The first one was 2010, and I'm very happy to come every year to Australia to prepare the coming vintage, and also to check how was the previous ones, and to prepare the blend for the bottling. So we have done last year, we have done the blending for the 2013 that we now release. There are two wines.
Yep.
The Graillot Australia, which is the number one, and we also make a Syrah number two, which is more approachable,
yes,
easier to drink, whereas the Syrah, the Graillot Syrah from Australia, is exactly what we, with my Australian partner, wanted to do, to try to do something which is from definitely Australian, but with let's say a French accent.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's where, I mean, we speak a lot about this new style of Shiraz and Syrah that many Australian producers are making. That's more, I guess, more elegant and restrained and structural, and that's what these wines are absolutely about. It's a long way to come to make a couple wines every year. What started off the idea?
Well, it's mainly friendship with people from of Bandung, and I found that extremely challenging for me to make to try to make something so different from the Australian standards that I had in mind. The wines that we may drink in France or Europe, coming from Australia.
Yeah.
Big overripe wines. We try to look for more freshness, more balance, and more drinkability.
Yeah.
If we may say this word, I don't know if that exists.
Yeah, oh, damn right it exists. Drinkability, smashability. And that's what these wines are about. So they come from the same vineyard. You were saying
Yes.
the difference between them, predominantly a little bit of winemaking, but more about vineyard site, or sorry, selection.
I think the vineyard is basically divided into parts, one upper part and one lower part, and there is more potential in the upper part. With the upper part, which is put in number one, and eventually the difference is that in the number two we try to make there is less wort cluster fermentation,
yeah,
more in the number one, because as you might know, the tradition at Domaine Graillot in France is to be 100% old bunch.
Yeah.
So we try to increase as much as possible the percentage of old bunch in the French, in the number one. Number two is less maybe less ambitious,
yeah,
if we may say so, and as a result, it's more drinkable and more approachable.
More approachable now. Whereas this, I think we tried this and it looks fantastic, but it's only going to get better and better with time in the cellar. And I mean, these wines, they're not the sort of wines you're going to see on shop shelves everywhere. They're very much grab a bottle in a restaurant or you know, a few sort of shops. They're small production, very special wines, and for me, they're a bit of a snapshot into the future of Heathcote, but also Australian Syrah or Shiraz, I hope, because I think they're remarkable wines. I mean, the 2012s were, I think, 97 points and maybe 95 or 96 from James Halliday, and sold out very quickly. So, congratulations. The wines look fantastic.
Thank you very much.
Good luck with the 2014s,
Thank you very much.
And guys, got to try these wines. They're just sensational. So, cheers.
Thank you. Cheers.